term expression given like this: 1 2 sum of min term, that is like summation sign min terms, that is 1 2 3 6 7, and the question is asking us to find out the sum of product form and product of sum form. Let's see how we can find it. Here we can, what we can do is we can use kmap. Since we have three variables here, we have a variable, b variable, c variable. Since we have three variable, the addresses we are going to have, number of addresses we are going to have is 2 power 3, that's equal to 8. So we have to create a kmap table with 8 addresses. 1 2 okay, so let's say this one is a, b, and this one is c, and here this is 0 and 1, and here this is 0 0 0 1 1 1 1 0. Okay, let's look at the locations. So here we always take this one first, 0 0 0, that's 0 right here. Let me use a different color. So this location is 0, and then this is 0 1 0, that is like 2 power 1, that's 2 right here. And then 0 0 1, that is 1. 0 1 1, that is 2 power 1 plus 1, that is 3. And then here we have 1 0 0. 1 0 0 is equal to what? That is 4, right? And then 1 0 1, that is 5. And then 1 1 0, that is 6. And then 1 1 1, that is 7. Okay. Okay, so we have this one. Now let's look at the given information. Here we have 1 2 3 6 7. So I'm going to put a 1 at location 1 right here, and then I'm going to put a 1 at location 2, and then I'm going to put a 1 at location 3, and then I'm going to put a 1 at location 6, and then I'm going to put a 1 at location 7, and others are going to be 0. Okay, now what we can do is we can see whether we can group by 2 powers, like we can group by 8, or we can group by 4, or we can group by 2, or we can group by 1. 8 is better than 4, 4 is better than 2, 2 is better than 1. So here the maximum possibility we can have is 4. So I'm going to group them by 4 here first. 4 here first. And okay. So here if we group this one by 4, so this is going to be what? Here A is changing. A is changing from 0 to 1. So A is going to be eliminated, and thus B changing. B is not changing, and B is 1. So B is going to be as it is. And then C is changing, so C is also going to be eliminated. Now let's look at, is there any other possibility we can group them as 4? We don't have any other possibility, right? So this is the only one. Next thing we have to look at is, can we group this by 2? So if you look at this, I can group here by 2. You have to only group like if you didn't group something. So here I cannot group these two because these are already grouped. But since I have 1 outside here, I have to see, can I group this one with 4 of them? 4 is not possible, so I can group with 2 of them. So for only that one, I take 1 from here. Okay, now we have to look what is not changing. So here A is not changing, but A is 0, so we have to do a complement, A complement. And B is changing, so B is going to be eliminated. C is not changing, C is 1, so C is going to be as it is. And this is the sum of product expression. Sum of product expression. We can also call this one as min terms. Now let's look at the product of sum expression. For the product of sum expression, what we have to do is we have to look at the zeros. So here we have zeros. Can I group the zeros as 4? No, there's no possible way because we only have 3, and I can. The next thing is, can I group them as 2? Yes. I group these two as 2. What are the values changing? A and B are not changing. So we are going to have A, but for the product of sum, what we have to do is we have to make everything 0. So here, if we have a 1, I have to do a complement. And then when you have like here we have A, B, but if I do here, I group them together because there's an AND gate. But when we do for the product of sum, there's an OR gate. So I had to put a plus sign, and then B is 0, so it's going to remain the same, and then a bracket. And after that, can I group anything as 2? The answer is yes, because you had to, like when you draw kmap, you had to think like, when you fold it, can you connect 2 of this? So you have to just look at the ends, and here I have, well, at one end we have a 0 right here, and in the other end we have another 0, so we can connect these two together. And for these two, is there anything changing? A is changing. A is 1 here, 0, so A is changing, so it's going to be eliminated. And then B is not changing. B is 0, 0 here, so it's going to remain the same. And what happens to C? Is it changing? No, C remains the same. C is 0, 0, so it's also going to be included. Okay, so this is the expression for product of sum. We call this one max terms. And that's how you can find out product of sum of product, if you have an expression given like this. I hope you guys find this video helpful. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe my channel. See you guys on my next video.